Welcome to this tutorial on topic Basic Part Modeling. I will explain task BPM12, an exercise about extrusions and mirroring. As you can see, the part is symmetrical along the vertical axis and also the horizontal axis here. My idea is that I only create a quarter of this part. Here, maybe here, this upper left quarter. Then I will mirror this quarter so that I get half of the part. I mirror this half again to create the whole part. And finally I create the holes here inside this one and also this small one with diameter 10. Well, and the unit system is metric, you see here. So I switch to SolidWorks to start with it. I open a new file, part, okay. And here I directly will start with extrusion, so from the features tab I pick on extruded boss base, and as plane for sketching on I will select the right one here. First sketch I do very easy with a line. Start in the origin point and create the sketch proportional to the task description. Confirm. I add some dimensions, so the height of it should be 30. The length here is 40 millimeter. This height 10. Okay, and there must be another dimension. Okay, yes, this one is missing. So here 25. You see the sketch is fully defined. I exit it. Okay, and here's a preview for my extrusion. First I flip the direction, and it's okay that I want to do it blind from the sketch plane. And for the thickness I will enter 60 millimeters. That's fine so far. Okay. And I confirm. So back to my task description. I created these quarter, and now I want to create directly this upper portion of this quarter. So again, switch to SolidWorks. Now I want to create an extrusion again. Okay, and I don't like to select any plane. In this case I select for sketching this upper surface of my first boss extrude. I create the sketch with a simple line. Start here in this edge, a short horizontal one, then an oblique line ending here in this corner, again a short horizontal, and then I will close this sketch. Confirm. I rotate a little bit that you are able to see the result. Now I add some relations. Okay, this line number 6, okay, this one is still selected, so I take directly this one. I selected this here as a second, and I want to set them parallel. And the second relation I like to fix is that these both lines should be equal. Okay. Now a dimension must missing, because you see the sketch is really not fully defined. So here a dimension, and there is given an angle between this line and this one with 45 degrees. And you see with this dimension my sketch is fully defined, so that I can exit the sketch, get this preview of the extrusion. I can do it blind again. Here from the sketch plane I selected in the beginning, and the distance for the, or the height for the extrusion should be 30 millimeters. Oh, not 90, but 30. Okay. Fine so far. Here in the task you see that there is a small gap in the upper portion with a thickness of 10 millimeters and a depth of 28 millimeters. That's the next step. Therefore, I select Extruded Cut from the Features tab, and again I have to choose a surface on which I want to sketch. Here in this case I select this surface. I pick a corner rectangle, create a rectangle here. I can rotate a little bit so that you're able to see what I'm going to do here. Switch back to a view perpendicular on my sketched surface, and now I will give some dimensions. Here it is 10 millimeters, and the height of this gap should also be 10, and there is given also the depth with 28 millimeters. So again, a short preview. My sketch is fully defined. I exit the sketch, rotate a little bit. Okay, now you see here we want to do these cut extrude from the sketch plane. That's fine so far, but I don't want to do it blind. There's the other possibility which makes more sense. I want to do it through all in this case. Through all means through all material. Confirm. Okay. And now you see that the first quarter is done so far. From the Features tab, I pick the Mirror command, and the system wants a face or a plane to mirror it, and therefore I take one of the standard planes. The front plane should be the best, you see here. And here in the design tree I have to select the features which I want to mirror. It's the first boss extrude. You see the preview here. Okay, also the second boss extrude. Preview is shown in this yellow color. Okay, and the cut extrude, which we did before, it was still selected. So all features are selected. I will confirm, and you see from this first quarter I mirror in a way so that I get half of the part. Okay, and the next half is quite easy. Again, the mirror command. The plane to mirror is the top plane. The mirror 1 was still selected. You can see in the preview. Okay, and that's fine so far. There's something missing. I told before, in the end I want to create the holes here and the smaller one here on this side. Therefore I select Extruded Cut from the Features tab. I select this upper face of my part to sketch on. It changed directly to a perpendicular view to this surface. I select a center base circle here, start in the origin point, add a dimension, diameter for this circle, and it's 20 millimeters, and it should be a through hole. So you see this sketch is fully defined. I exit it, get this preview, and here again I do it through all. Check, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Again the same, again an extruded cut, again on the surface, a center base circle, start in the origin, second one is a little bit larger, I add a dimension, and this one has a diameter of 30. It's fully defined. I exit, and the depth should be 4 millimeters only. I confirm here. Now you can check. Well done. And the last hole I will create here is on this surface. So therefore again extruded cut. The surface I want to sketch on, I select here. Again a center based circle, and I will do directly horizontal to the origin point. Perfect. Give the dimension. This hole should be 10 millimeters as diameter, and now you see it's not fully defined. There must be something missing. So I will add a relation, and I want to set the center point of my circle to the origin point horizontal. Okay. And then one more dimension, the distance from the center point to the right corner of the surface, right edge, must be 25 millimeters. And now it's fully defined. I exit it. This is a preview, so we don't want to do it with 4 millimeters like before. So here you have different possibilities. Instead of blind, you can do it through all, but then you have to check that through all means you're through complete thickness of this part. Maybe that's not fine to do it longer as you need in the end. So other possibility can be do it up to next. I will show. Okay, but up to next means up to this cylindrical face surface, which is the next surface the system can find. So that's not a fine option. But when you take up to surface, for example, then you are asked which surface you want to. I select this one, and then the result should be the best. So I will confirm here, and as you can see, this part is well done so far. That's all for exercise BPM12. Thanks for your attention.